Joel is a man who was born before the pandemic hit, and he has seen the world fall apart.
He operates in the black market of the quarantine zone, so anybody needing extra ration cards, drugs, getting weapons, or getting ammo for your weapons, they come to him and his partner, Tess.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
This is how he survives. This is how he gets extra supplies that let him stay alive.
I think that Joel discovers what morality really is and the difference between loss and sacrifice.
So he's had a lot of loss in his life, not just in his personal life, but also the world that he's grown up with. That's changed significantly, and it's kind of changed for the worse.
In that 20-year gap between when the outbreak happened and when the story picks up, he's had to do some horrible things to survive.
Come on, it won't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
Just give me a couple days.
And then Ellie was born after the pandemic and born inside of the safety of the quarantine zone.
She's lived for 14 years in this quarantine zone and hasn't known anything outside of those walls.
And she's had to see people get executed for tested positive for infection, or people just put away and never to be seen again because they were caught stealing or caught trying to fake ration cards.
And there's reasons that the military is making those decisions to operate the way they are, and that's to maintain some sort of semblance of security.
Ellie has tried to find ways to survive, just trying to get by. She's still kind of held on to her innocence because this is the only world that she's ever known. She doesn't have like a golden age that she's thinking back to when everything was better. So for her, this isn't this crushing weight of the world on top of her where she remembers all the things she's lost. This is just what it is.
Don't take long. And you, stay close. Let's go.
When she meets Joel and Tess, it's a whole new world. It's like inside the quarantine zone it's bad, but outside those walls it's even worse.
Once she's paired up with Joel and they start going on this journey, they start by not really trusting each other. But she knows that she has to rely on this guy in order to survive in this world. Because he's teamed up with this kid, that a lot of his humanity starts coming out. Things that he thought that were just long gone in his personality begin to emerge.
These posters are everywhere.
I saw this, not before the outbreak.
You did? Does he totally gut her by the end?
Nobody gets gutted. It's a dumb teen movie.
Joel regains his humanity step by step as he invests himself more in Ellie. She becomes more and more of an independent survivor because of what she learns through hanging out with Joel. Through the course of the journey, these two realize that they really have to rely on one another, both emotionally and physically, in order to survive in this world.
What was that all about?
Get on. We're coming to the hotel.
Okay.
Over the course of the whole game, we want you to keep making difficult choices. We want you to have to, in terms of resource management and stealth and combat, to have to make hard decisions every moment as you're playing. And so when the characters make these really hard decisions, you say to yourself, God, I get it. I get what it's like to make a choice under pressure.
They've had to make very questionable decisions to survive.
There was a key element that I kind of honed in on early on with Joel, and it was a line that was in the audition side that says that Joel has few moral lines left to cross. And so that became kind of the anchor point to the character.
In fact, we just keep our histories to ourselves. We clear?
Sure.
If we can make you feel like you're actually with these characters on that journey and you're invested in those stories and those characters, then you're feeling, in theory, the same thing that they're feeling.
Man.
What?
Nothing, it's just... I've never seen anything like this, that's all.
You mean the woods?
Yeah. Never walked through the woods. It's kind of cool.
テンション